What's up to all of my Geminis out there, and welcome back to Pulse of the Cosmos. This is your weekly astrology horoscope for the week of June 22nd to the 28th of 2020. So let's get into it. Big news this week, we do have Mars officially moving into Aries, where he will be until 2021. So it's quite a long transit for him to be there. And for you guys, this is going to be in your 11th house, where there's going to be a strong focus now on your future and on what your future goals are. And Mars is going to be giving you that oomph, that energy, that drive to push forward and to achieve those kind of goals that you're looking to achieve, and to connect with the kind of people who are going to help elevate you to those spaces. We're looking at, since 11th house deals with social groups and friendship circles, we're looking at the people you surround yourself with. And do you two have that kind of growth factor with each other? Are you and your social groups aligned in that way, where there's a constant sense of helping each other elevate and not so much dragging each other down or just stagnancy or whatever? This is about moving forward. Mars wants to get going. It wants to move. It wants to connect with people in the 11th house that understand the future that you want to get and the goals that you have, and help use this to kind of elevate you into those spaces. And we do have Neptune going or having gone retrograde over there in your 10th house. So this is another planet joining the retrograde party until Venus comes direct on the 25th. We'll have 6 planets total retrograde. So a lot of receiving and reviewing and going over information and kind of looking at our actions with all of these planets in retrograde. And with Neptune in the 10th house, we are reviewing your long-term goals, and we are reviewing your career, and we are reviewing kind of your ambitions and the kind of dynasty that you really want to make out of this life. And I think this review is very much so connected to everything else going on in your chart right now. I think it's very much so connected to Mars moving into your 11th house, and you starting to kind of have the drive and the force and the ignition to get going on creating new things with other people, even a lot of group projects maybe coming into your life, and more of incorporating these into that 10th house ideal of your career, and helping you build the vision that you have for your world and build the vision that you have kind of curated for your life. So you can expect a lot of people in your life right now. With Venus in the first, you're definitely attracting people just naturally. You have that air. And with Neptune or with Mars moving into the 11th, it's definitely going to be about going into spaces with social groups and social projects, or things, situations that make sense, that feel divine, connecting you with friendship groups and social groups and causes, and a future that feels absolutely divine. So in any case, let's see here. I will pull some cards for you guys. Give it a shuffle. Okay, for my gems. All right, we pulled the 4 of Pentacles first. So maybe there's something you're still holding on to. Maybe there's some kind of guard that you still have up over a certain situation where you're just like blocking all of your chakras off, holding on so hard. But this could also be you putting up a very purposeful guard that's necessary to kind of protect yourself from some negative elements coming into your life. So maybe some protection from dark forces going on this week, or feeling like you want security. Look how tightly he's holding on to this. Is it a false form of security that we're holding on to? Or is this something that's really worth holding on to in your life like that? Let's see. Okay, we are challenged by Temperance this week. So finding that inner balance for sure. You know, balancing things. This is not like a 2 of Cups balance where you're balancing kind of like, or a 2 of Pentacles balance where you're just kind of balancing external things. This is more of an internal balance. The Latin root word for temperance is tempere, which means to combine or to mix. So this is about combining and mixing elements within yourself to manifest what you want externally, and knowing that you have that constant flowing creative force within that's going to draw in and manifest the kind of relationships and the kind of projects and the kind of careers that you want in your life. This is about finding the internal balance that's going to help get you there. This is going with the flow. This is holding on. So you're holding on so much and you're challenged with maybe going with the flow and finding the inner balance of things. So let's see here. All right. The Empress is our final card that we pulled. So yeah, this is about going into your passions and not being concerned about what everybody else is going to think, especially with the moon coming through Leo this week. Look to what drives you, makes you feel purposeful, makes you feel passionate, and start kind of looking to maybe mix that into your life a little more as part of building this balance, is not having to be so stuck and firm all the time on something. We're mixing in some fun. And you know, the Empress is sheer just creative force almost. She's unbridled passion. She's not held back by logic necessarily. She doesn't get too caught up in thinking about things. She just feels them and she does them. So if it feels right, lean into it. If it feels wrong, start questioning it. But in any case, I love you guys, my Geminis, so much. I hope you're doing well out there, and I will be back next week.